Hello, everybody. I'm Denise Koch. Welcome to WJZ News at Noon. It has been a tricky morning on the roads after a batch of sleet and freezing rain. Here's a live look on this alert day. Foggy, damp, cool. First Alert meteorologist Greg Padgett is in our new studio with the latest weather alerts. Greg.
That's right, Denise. We've been tracking that freezing rain all morning. It has caused some accidents across the area. Now, the good news out there is, as you can see, we are warming up out there with some foggy conditions. The rain is tapering off, and those temperatures warming up is helping to get that freezing rain to change over to rain for us. We'll pull up the forecast and show you what's happening as we head into the next several hours. That's the promising news, as we're going to see improving conditions. In fact, we do have a weather alert, a weather advisory in effect. That's only until 1 o'clock. With that advisory ending at 1 o'clock, so does the First Alert weather day for us. So that's the promising news again as we head into the afternoon. And you notice the areas shaded in pink, they've been diminishing as we've had through the last several hours. Still a few spotty areas that are seeing some freezing rain reported in. And so as you head out and about, if you're in some of our northern tier counties, you'll need to watch out for that. Mainly those are the same areas that are under the winter weather advisory until 1. So once that advisory expires, so will the First Alert weather day for us for today. That is the promising news out there. And with temperatures already warming up in southern Maryland, we're seeing mid-30s across northern tier counties. We'll see those temperatures warming up as well. In fact, as you head out for the rest of today, back up into the 40s, but we're tracking more rain headed our way. Complete details on that part of the forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Denise?
All right, welcome back. Let's take a live look at the WJZ Outback. Yes, there's a dusting of snow on the grass out there. Although it's raining, it's 34 degrees, but it is still raining out there and damp, and that snow won't last long, I don't think, Greg.
Not at all. That's the good news out there, Denise. We're not seeing another one of those long-lasting snow impacts. Just had a little bit anyway. Most of us picked up about a ½ inch to 1.5 inches across the area. The good news out there also, we had that freezing rain this morning. It is also now beginning to taper off or melt over to just regular rain with the temperatures warming up across the region. We did leave the First Alert weather day in effect until 1 o'clock. That's when the National Weather Service winter weather advisory also expires. So we just wanted to make sure that you are aware as you head out, especially in the northern tier counties, where we've been hovering around 32 and 33 degrees. May have some leftover ice on some of those bridges and overpasses. But the good news is now that we're warming up quickly into those mid-30s and upper 30s, we're going to see all of that melting across the region. That winter weather advisory, again, just these northern tier counties, really from north of Bel Air all the way over towards Frederick and over all the way to the mountains as well, will expire at 1 o'clock along with our First Alert weather day. Temperatures, as you can see across the state, from the mid-30s in northern tier counties all the way down into the upper 30s in parts of southern Maryland. In fact, some 40s already here showing up as well. That's that warmer air beginning to move its way in across our region. So we'll be in the 40s for the rest of the day, all the way through this evening. Now you'll notice some breaks as we plan you out hour by hour, but then more rain is moving in as we head later on into this afternoon. So what we're watching with that is, of course, that moderate rain for your drive home this afternoon. We're looking at warming up temperatures for the rest of the week. That's the good news out there as well. And it's going to be spring-like as we head into the weekend with early May to late May temperatures by Saturday into Sunday. Overnight tonight, as we take a look at parts of the forecast in our neighborhoods for Hartford and Cecil counties, you'll see no one's going to drop down to freezing or below. You'll be above freezing and with those temperatures into the 30s and some light showers around. Same case as we head down to Anne Arundel County, mid to upper 30s with some clouds and some sprinkles at times. Your Maryland cast as we head out for tomorrow, all of us in the 50s, plenty of clouds around, a shower or two possible in some areas, but for the most part, we're going to see a decent day. It will be warmer, and you're going to love that 7-day forecast when we come up in a few minutes, because we're going to push you all the way up into temperatures in the 70s by the end of the weekend. Denise?
All right, you're teasing us.
Yes.
With 70s somewhere in the future.
Yes, and we're going to get there eventually. We've got to get through the rest of today. We're going to warm up slowly but surely into the afternoon. We're lifting that First Alert weather day for the rest of this afternoon because that winter weather advisory ends at 1 o'clock. So that's promising news for us. Temperatures about 42 and more rain going to come in drive time home tonight. So watch out for that. 53 tomorrow, in the mid 60s for the rest of the week. And then the weekend, by the end of the weekend, we'll be at 70 Sunday, and we're going to repeat that for Monday. So much nicer for us as we get into the end of the weekend. And don't forget, you got to spring forward on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
So more
Lose
sunshine.
that hour of sleep.
Yeah.
But sunshine will help.
That's right.